Over the last decade or so, law enforcement use of a new type of roadside camera has exploded nationwide.
Yeah, that's right. They're actually license plate readers, and they're called automated license plate readers, also known as ALPRs, and they automatically capture images of license plates on those passing vehicles. Now, these images can then be compared to law enforcement databases to help find stolen cars, wanted people, or someone missing, and so much more. These cameras are often touted as a tool just to help law enforcement enforce public safety. Now, these cameras have received mixed reaction from communities nationwide. Some have privacy concerns, while others tout the benefits to public safety.
KTIV's Katie Koppel joins us in studio tonight. So, Katie, knowing these concerns, tell us what area law enforcement agencies use the cameras for.
Well, Matt and Jessica, many agencies, including many here in Siouxland, have added these cameras into their networks in recent years. They become an important tool to help locate individuals wanted for dangerous crimes. I sat down with two area agencies to learn more about these automated license plate readers.
They're individual cameras that every time a vehicle passes, the camera focuses on the rear end of the vehicle, particularly the license plate.
The South Sioux City Police Department was one of the first in the metro to introduce automated license plate readers, or ALPRs, to their fleet of community protection devices. In April of 2023, they placed a series of these cameras on major roadways and intersections throughout the city.
We focus on it as a tool that we can use to help build timelines for crimes and to help us identify suspects of certain crimes.
ALPRs are not red light cameras, which are automated cameras at intersections that photograph vehicles running a red light. McPhee says ALPRs help in criminal investigations, not track everyday law-abiding citizens.
It really assists us in locating those suspects and getting them off the street.
Across the river, the Sioux City Police Department has had their ALPRs in operation for just over a year.
And in terms of like Fourth Amendment, it's only seeing what's available out there in the public, so it's not any higher level of intrusion or anything more powerful that way.
The Fourth Amendment protects people from unreasonable government searches, and a concern for those opposed to automated license plate readers is authorities using them unlawfully.
We're entrusted with sensitive information in general as police officers. We have robust policies, procedures, standards, accountability measures in place for the access of these data.
Bertrand says every search is tracked and vetted. everything
we do on the LPR system is tracked with an audit. We have multi-factor authentication, unique user identification and logins. So absolutely everything we do has an accountability measure behind it.
Now, these cameras only provide basic information when an alert comes in on a vehicle. It's then up to an officer to investigate further.
When a hit comes through, there's no names, there's no personal identifying information. All there is a plate, the state of the plate, the make of the vehicle, and the color.
Now, while alerts on specific vehicles are available nationwide, departments that use these cameras can only access data from other departments through partnerships with those entities. Now, one big argument made by those opposed to law enforcement agencies using automated license plate readers is privacy and government intrusion. Captain Bertrand says your data is being shared more widely than you realize.
And I understand the argument when people frame the argument about government intrusion. But it's not just, people also need to recognize it isn't just the government. If anybody consents to the use of an Android cell phone or an iPhone, there are private companies and entities, including those that are behind social media offerings, Facebook, Snapchat, etc., that in the user agreement, you're consenting to all kinds of information being in the hands of these places.
The apps and programs you put on your electronic devices, like cell phones and laptops, collect your data and personal information and often sell it to third parties.
If you think about it and ask yourself the questions, how do they pay for this really cool app and all the free services that come with it? It's because they're selling your data. Hey, yesterday I was talking about bagels, and now there's ads for bagels on my phone. What is that about? And it has to do with that social media monitoring and the technology monitoring that's done by these private entities.
Well, guys, let's look at it this way. Have you ever had a conversation about something, say like a new pair of shoes or maybe a trip you want to take? Maybe you typed it into a Google search. Well, now suddenly every ad you're getting on your cell phone or on social media, online, is aimed at that one specific thing. Your personal data is being shared and tracked every day.
So how long are the images and the data stored for, the cameras that the cameras collect?
Well, authorities say these automated license plate readers share very little of your personal data overall, and the data that is captured, if it's not saved by law enforcement for a specific case, is all erased after 30 days.
Yeah, many pieces to the puzzle. You have more information about ALPRs, right, Katie?
Yes, I do. Tune in tomorrow for News 4 at 6. I'll show you how local agencies have used automated license plate readers to find and locate wanted individuals. It's a pretty interesting stories that they have.
So much information for people in Siouxland. Thank you, Katie.